Good morning everyone, welcome to another vlog on the World of Coasters. Today I'm joined by Louise, as always, she's in every vlog ever, and my good friend Louis, who's along for the ride. This weekend we're doing the annual pass days at both Chessington and Legoland, so yeah, it should be fun. It's really windy. I'm hoping the microphone is actually doing its job. If not, you might not be able to hear me. So we've just come into the park. The park is open 10 till 5, I believe. We're then going to be going to a hotel tonight and going to Legoland in the morning. We've just come in and found out Tiger Rock is going to be closed all day, which is a bit stupid, but hopefully we'll be... What's that?
They didn't even check our tickets.
Yeah, we got Eventbrite tickets for this, and they didn't check them. So I imagine people are just coming with their annual passes and scanning themselves in, and we know they're not linked to cards because Louis ordered his at a later date and just put like a random number in, and he got in fine. So yeah, let's go have a look around. We're in the Wild Asia area at the moment, where Cobra and all that is. Quite busy at the moment. I imagine it's going to be quite busy today. We're just going to go around the back of Tiger Rock, probably start with Tomb Blaster or something like that, because everyone's gone to Vampire and Dragon's Fury, which Dragon's Fury had a 70-minute wait and Vampire's already broken down. It starts the season. So for an annual pass day, they've actually got everything open, really, apart from this. Tiger Rock is all closed, water is not running at the moment. I don't know whether it is going to be open. We heard that it might be opening later on, but don't know, we'll see how that goes. I'd probably say it's not going to be running by the fact that there's scaffolding around it. So it's absolutely dead around here. There's Tiger Rock. Louis, look, they got rid of the dragon. This is Louis's first visit here since they changed this to Tiger Rock. Look, they got rid of the dragon. They did a really good job of just covering it up with already Tiger Rock. Oh, they've got the water running.
Yeah, I know.
They've only just started it running.
Yeah, they've just started the pumps up, so maybe they will be running it. We'll have a look and see. Watch this space. And over to Tomb Blaster, this ride is closed. Welcome to a Merlin theme park! Merlin, we love you. Because Tomb Blaster and Tiger Rock shut, we're heading round to the Rattlesnake now, so hopefully that one's open.
Something is open.
Yeah, Ramesses Revenge is also closed today.
Normally.
And yeah, the Black Buccaneer and Sea Storm are also shut. Of course, because this is a trial day for annual pass holders, they do say that certain rides may not be open, so you can't really complain too much. Looks like they've had a new control system put on down on Ramesses Revenge down there, you can just see it. New shiny control box. Okay, I can see empty cars on the Rattlesnake, so let's see. Is this one closed as well? Oh my god, Merlin, yeah, do not disappoint. Right, so the Rattlesnake is just doing a few test runs at the moment. It is going to open in a minute, so they're running some empty cars. We've got a 5-minute wait, we'll just join it and then we'll be almost instantly straight on it. The Vampire have like an hour-long queue at the moment, so we'll come back to that later. So the queue is all the way back round here, so we're going to be in this queue for a while. It goes all the way in that building, round there, around there, back to the station, so we've got a little bit of a wait. That Geek Shop, new LED lights. Look at the LED reflection. Right, so we've been in the queue for about 40 minutes now, and the ride is currently down due to high wind levels. As you can see, it's really, really windy.
Right, this is a proper test. Get someone with long hair and watch their hair.
I can just look at the trees up there.
I mean, we could do that as well.
There we go. There we go. It's far too windy. Ride's running again, but I feel wind. Are we gonna make it? We're nearly there.
We are 27 now, so that is normal.
Right, so after an hour and a half of queuing, due to high winds, we've just got off the Rattlesnake first ride of the day.
It's windier now.
Yeah, it's windier now than when we were waiting. It's coming up to 12 o'clock, the park's open for another 5 hours. We're heading over to Gruffalo and Vampire because they're the two rides we really want to do.
I love the Vampire.
Yeah, Vampire's brilliant, so we're going to do one more ride, then grab lunch, probably the Vampire, and go from there. So we'll be heading around to Room on the Brim after lunch and see what that is. They're giving away a free new pop badge for that, so we'll have to have a look. Weather's actually brightening up quite a lot now.
Yeah.
It's looking really nice and blue skies. Sea Storm is currently down. It's too windy for Sea Storm today. Oh look, they've taken the whole mechanism apart, so it's had a lot of maintenance.
That's what I was saying, it's not shut because of winds, it's just shut.
No, I was just taking the mic because it's sea storm. We went on a really good one of those in Europa Park, didn't we, with prediction mapping on the wall, Columbus. That was brilliant. We're heading down into what I will always call Transylvania. There's toilets down here. In Transylvania, as I call it, it's now the Wild Woods. I always refer to it as Transylvania. We're going on the. Are we going on Buffalo or Vampire? Should we go on Vampire first? No, it won't be 45 minutes. Louis hasn't been to a theme park with us in a couple of years' time. He's going for a miraculous journey of weight loss, so he's able to get on the roller coasters. He's actually
He's driving force. How much
have you lost?
Just over 5 stones.
So yeah. I actually thought that was the entrance again for a minute, but that was the original entrance to this ride. I got excited for a minute, but no, we'll have this entrance. They've repainted all of that. It's had a bit of work done around here. Anyway, we're going to join the queue for this. It says 60 minutes, but I don't actually think we're going to be waiting that long, to be honest, because 60 minutes is normally queuing around this part. So let's have a look as we go on the Vampire. There's been a bit of work to the Vampire, as you can see. We've got all the torches back in, there's lighting around the organ and all that, so...
Ensure you collect your bags and please take 2 seats directly in front of
you. What did you think, Vampire? 10 out of 10. So as I said before, we've just been on the Vampire. We had 2 wind stops on that one, so it did take like an hour and a half to get on it. But to be honest, apart from going on Cheerio, which we can jump on at 5 o'clock before the park closes, that's all the coaster's done. So we're going to go up to Toon Blaster now. We're going to get quite a long queue, and then probably go have a look at Room on a Broom and see what else to do. So we took a slight detour away from the to see some of the animals. We'll just go past the Room on a Broom, which is behind me here.
One breed of animal, and then he walked away.
Yeah, but we just wanted to see the sea lions. Louis wanted to see them. And that's the queue for the Room on a Broom behind me, which just went for. This is really long. Like, is it a new interactive amazing experience? I don't know. We'll have a look as we walk past, but I would like to do it before the end of the day. There is a 90-minute wait.
Yeah.
Oh God.
90-minute
wait for this ride. It doesn't look like there's... We'll probably do this last. So it looks like Rattlesnake is suffering from some downtime again. Got the Scorpion Express over there, which will be really busy. It does just appear that the weather is causing issues today, but it's not that windy. I don't know what's changed in their policy, but I've never known the parks to have this much problem with wind. And would you say it's overly windy today?
No, there is a definite breeze.
There is some gusting, but like I've been coming here every year since I was a child, and I don't think I've ever seen.
We've come here definitely with worse weather.
With the exception of maybe Rattlesnake, I don't think I've ever seen the rides go down because of wind, and Rattlesnake was last year, so probably the policy changed then. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's all down to ride safety. We can't, you know, I'm not going to take it out on the operatives, you know, they're just doing their jobs. And it's kind of painful to see people moaning at the operatives like, you know, they're just doing their job. Right, so we just noticed they've changed the chicken company. It's not the chicken company anymore, it's called Just Chicken.
I prefer the old name.
So it'll be interesting to see whether they turn the one in Alton Towers to a Just Chicken, because as Louise just said, I prefer the name to the chicken company. It sounded much more friendly. Yeah, we just got through the like fast tracking part. We're waiting just stations up there, and we've been waiting for this one. How long have we been waiting for this one? Let's see. It is 2:45 now. So we might get one more ride in after this, and then probably when the park closes at 5, we'll get one more in then, because we're dropping the queue. We need a vote. Dragon Show, room.
I like
Please remain behind the yellow line on the platform floor.
Alright, so we've just come off of Toon Blaster after about another hour and a half. Amazing queues here. So anyway, we're going around to the main shop to buy a refillable mug because I know for a fact they don't have them at Legoland really, and with the annual pass you obviously pay £2 and then 75p per refill. We're then gonna, I think we're either gonna do room on a broom or something else, so...
Depends on the queue.
Depends on the queue, yeah, it was 90 minutes earlier, so...
Yeah,
Time,
it's
it's about 3 o'clock. Right, so we now have our refillable mugs. Louis got one, I got one, me and Louise will share one. Still $1.99 for the mug and then 75p per refill, which is a little bit of a rip-off, but it's cheaper than buying the drinks out of the bottles. We're just going to find somewhere to fill it up now, and then we'll go from there. We're going on the Gruffalo now. The Gruffalo has a half an hour queue, so we're going to brave that. The thing is, the queue looks longer than earlier. So, yeah, but the queue does move quite quickly on Gruffalo. Then we're probably going to do Dragon's Fury after that, and probably there'll be another wind alarm on there, and then it'll be time to go home. Probably the fastest moving queue of the day, Louis. Probably the fastest moving queue of the day. Yeah, definitely. Literally, we've been in this queue for about 15-20 minutes, if that. We're nearly there. So after that Dragon's Fury, sounds like they need some oil over there.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, the queue's moving fast. Yes. Louis has done a wee-wee.
What can I say?
Oh, God damn it! Incoming! Tidal wave!
Look,
Right, so after going on the Gruffalo, apparently there's a 30-minute queue for it. So after going on the Gruffalo, which actually was the fastest queue of the day, probably about 20 minutes when it said 30 minutes, we're now heading over to Dragon's Fury, where we are expecting to wait another hour and a half, given the windy conditions. How are you rating the day so far? What's the time coming up to?
It's been alright.
Yeah, it's been alright.
It's a bit annoying
With the wind. Come round to you and shot.
It's a little bit annoying with the slow operations.
Yeah, but it's to be expected, kind of, isn't it? Because they use this day to train their new members of staff. Overall, I've enjoyed it. It was a bit slow getting on the rattlesnake.
It feels like it's been a slow day.
Yeah, it's slow to start, but it seems to be getting there. Hopefully, Dragon's Fury is alright. It looks like people are starting to leave now because it's getting quite quiet, so this will probably have a 2-hour queue. Right, we're in the queue for Dragon's Fury now. 50-minute wait on this one. I'm not sure it's going to be a 50-minute wait. I'm thinking more 40 minutes. That's the thing. When you come to these places a lot, you actually know where a queue is and how long the queue will be. So I'm going to predict around 40 minutes. Right, so we've just come off of the Dragon's Fury, Lewis's favourite. Lewis's favourite. Lewis needed wet himself because he needed the loo. It is actually 5 o'clock now, so we're not expecting to get on Vampire, but we're going to go past it and see if we can just sneak in before someone gets to the entrance. I guarantee someone will be there, like they're normally really hot on it. Right, so we are now about to leave the park. Sadly, we did not make it on the Vampire. They were really hot on closing it on time, sadly. Not the same with Dragon's Fury, because we went to the loo and then people were still able to go on even though the ride was closed because no one was standing there. So we're now off to a Nando's and a cheeky Nando's, and then we're going to be heading to the Hilton in Bracknell. I hope you can hear me over the wind. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave the video here. Oh, but you're not.
No.
I'm going to leave the vlog here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. By all means, leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next video what I choose to make. Say bye, guys.
Bye.